pie confronts online critic over her viral pink sauce. You mean the entire human race who criticized it? It wasn't just like one critic. So they just bring in one critic here to attack together? That was the dunk?
Y'all know pink sauce from TikTok, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So Jeffrey says her online business quickly went downhill when her social media followers and customers turned on her. Everyone, welcome Chef P to the show.
You shipped poison. Like, this wasn't like cancel culture or something. You shipped actual hazardous material. You shipped sludge.
Well, tell me about but you weren't ready for it.
No.
Did you have a negative response from your customers?
Yes.
Why?
I made a mistake.
What was the mistake?
There was a packaging mistake. So initially,
That was the only error.
someone who received the first order was someone that I knew personally. So she called me. Contact each and every customer. We contacted everyone directly, meaning single emails, and let them know, hey, the shipment got damaged. We're aware of this. We will either refund you or send you a brand new bottle of pink sauce. Hey, we care. And
You handled your business like
Yes.
a boss. She was like, I made a mistake.
That's
I'm
the-
gonna rectify it.
What?
Okay.
No,
I need to know.
she, what? I'm unfamiliar with this guy's talk show, but what the fuck? No. What? She's addressing like the most minor issue with the packaging, as opposed to the shipping harmful ingredients without any refrigeration. Fucking raw honey through hot mail wrapped up in fucking crunchy paper. It's botulism to go. It's a to-go order of botulism. Jesus Christ. Fucking milk and honey.
Saying things about you.
yes.
So this one mistake of packaging with your pink sauce.
Yes.
Oh my
turned
god.
into People creating exaggerated stories about your product. About
Does this guy know at all what this is even about? How clueless is he? He thinks it's all just a packaging mistake? That, oh, the calories were wrong and the servings were wrong or something, or the ingredients were misspelled. Is that all he thinks it is? Yeah, the comments are absolutely against her too.
And I feel like I'm leading an inspiration to them. You can do whatever you want to do. You know, you put your mind to that and you do that.
What's making you emotional?
That was a good question. Yeah, why are you getting emotional? Like, you have not been pressed on anything right now, by the way. This guy has tossed you an absolute birthday cake of a question. Oh, you had one packaging mistake. And now people hate you for it. Which isn't at all the case. Like, this is very silly. Like, this is pretty bad. I'm assuming this guy did absolutely no research on it, or I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that that's the case. But there is a chance that it really is just ignoring that on purpose for some reason, and I don't get why.
I created this sauce for fun and food.
What I appreciate
I'm sure the sauce was fine in person.
is that I know that we're talking about pink sauce and this is fun and
But you
this is
can't
that,
ship it
but
like
this
that
is what I mean when
and
I
ignore
say
all
social
regulations.
media has these
The aftertaste, I'm not messing
Jesus
with.
Christ, they
It's
actually
like
ate
watered
it.
down ranch. It's not bad. Definitely not worth $20 a bottle. But we support small businesses. I don't know if she's fixing things or not. That's not
Is this
my
even a
problem.
critic? This is like a paid shill at this point. That was like an actual just hashtag ad. That's like the best review possible that you could have gotten for that product.
Something is wrong. It's rotten. So I pulled out the bottle and I opened it up and I had to stick my finger inside of it, but there is a piece of glitter. To sending this to a food safety testing lab, and I think it's like $300. I'm willing to send this to be tested.
Yeah,
Why is that?
I feel like I haven't met her yet, and just kind of the last line of her saying that I harassed her just didn't make me uncomfortable because I never set out to harass anybody, and I think
Okay.
that's like a little bit delusional to say something like that.
Oh,
She says that
Jesus Christ, Allie. You come in here to fight? God damn. Right to her face, too. Good God. On TV? Whew.
That she says that she didn't harass you.
I think it's delusional to send a sample to a laboratory after you stuck your finger in it.
Pardon? What line of thinking is that? Checkmate. Why would you send this sample of my hazardous sauce to a lab? You contaminated it with your finger. Of course now it's going to be inedible. You've ruined the sauce. And the lab results are going to show it. All of that mercury and botulism, well, that's from your finger. You absolute harpy. You're sabotaging my business and stop harassing me.
Label, you know, when you make a USDA label, you have to put in batch numbers, because if something were to be recalled, you have to be able to trace it down to the salt and pepper that is in something.
Actually, right.
So if something...
She's right.
Not to cut you off, but to cut you off. So you didn't see the video because you follow me, right?
Well, I want to hear Allie. I'm
Yeah,
gonna give
absolutely.
You, a
You
chance
had your time to talk, so just let me have mine.
That was
so
that
I
was a straight
understand,
fact, though.
If it does have
there's not even a
variant-
point to argue.
You see all these concerns. You saw it. You could have contacted me, and I could have turned around. And I'm not a hateful person. I could have been like, "Wow, Chef P contacted me."
So you're saying that you contacted me?
No, I'm saying you
I
didn't
never
contact
received.
me.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who's fabricating something on the internet?
nothing-
You're
Fabricating
not, to be
what?
honest, you're not special. You're not special. Okay? So why should I lose my mind and
What are they clapping for?
approach you directly when you're...
Doesn't this contradict what she said earlier? Oh, we already knew all the people that got bad batches, and we handled it privately to make sure, you know, I offered extra sauce to make up for it. And this immediately goes against what she's saying, which is why that lady brought it up. What are you talking about? Ooh. You literally said yourself you knew the people that got bad shit, and you wanted to make it right by offering like a sauce or this and that, like you reached out to them, but she is saying you didn't to her, which is why she brought it up. Oh my god. And now she's like getting, oh, you're not special. Why would I do that? Fuck you.
Could have reached out to me like, hey girl, you know what? I see what you're doing, it's amazing and all. I'm a supporter, but I think you should look into this. Take this step. Did you research this? Did you check out your packaging there?
Why would she do that? She is not your goddamn manager. What? Hey, I should run this business for you, is what it sounds like, is what you're expecting her to do. Oh my god. That is literally your job to do, though, as a manufacturer of the food. Is the food safe to eat? Like, can I eat this? What do you mean? Why does she have to tell you if she can eat it? Like, I don't even understand. Like, what are they clapping for?
Versus trying to tear down my business and my livelihood. You could have contacted me directly,
Can you receive that?
Yeah, and
you
I
keep saying
What?
that I should have reached out.
Can you receive that? My man. What? She's making a good point here. Have you thought about running her business for her? Did you even consider offering? No? Well, then why are you making TikTok videos about it? Lab testing to ensure it's safe? Why? Why? This is crazy. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. The audience is clapping for this. Oh my god.
Out to you, but
She reviewed your
I'm
product.
I'm gonna touch your hand when
And
I
made
say
it
this.
safe. Or tested to see if it was
When I
safe.
said that you're not special, I meant that as you're not special as far as someone trying to hurt me. Use different topics to build their platforms. That's all I'm saying.
What are you clapping for?
I think at the end of the day, I think this is a moment of reflection.
absolutely, and I think it's a moment of learning on both parts.
I think the learning is more on your part.
Yes.
Okay.
And that
Oh my. Oh goodness. Oh my. Oh my goodness. What? 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 Where am I? What dimension are we in right now? They haven't even brought up the lab results on whether or not it's safe, which she did the testing for. Why are we not focusing on it? You shipped material that can't be shipped, and it's spoiled for almost all of your customers. Was rotten. And you're just mad at her for pointing it out and getting it tested? Oh my god. This is actually kind of wild. I also hate this, by the way. What an insufferable asshole. It takes a special kind of douchebag to do shit like this and be so condescending. I forgive you. I meant you're not special because you're not hurting me. I can't stand that. That attitude is the absolute worst. The fact that she would do that shamelessly is so baffling. On TV, in front of everyone, in front of God too. And even he's frowning about this one.
Her business, her livelihood, her safety is being affected now. And these are things that we don't.
What about the customer safety?
This moment is for you
on
to
if it's safe to
realize
eat.
that your power is really in what you're saying.
I want to hear that one more time.
Video that you did for that second, the follow-up video had ripple effects that you have to acknowledge is there. Because if it was on the other foot, you'd be sitting here upset, crying, mad if you had to move every week because you and your child were in danger.
Absolutely.
So you're blaming her. Her pretty fair review. Like, she was super nice. She was super nice in her review. So you're blaming her for Chef P's getting doxxed. Did Allie do it? Was she behind it? Is she the anonymous hacker known as 4chan? Karamo can't be serious here. Holy shit. That is so crazy. No, the comments aren't on this guy's side. Like, in YouTube comments, you expect to see the dumbest takes ever, but not even here. All of them are saying, wow, this is absolutely fucking stupid. And they're very disappointed in Karamo. Yeah, all the comments are against him as well, by the way. To blame her for Chef P getting, like, harassed and all that. Of course, the harassment and all of that is terrible, like the doxing, the threats and all that. Yeah, everyone can agree that's super fucked up. You know who didn't do that? The lady who gave her an almost favorable review by saying, like, I support the small businesses. I'm sure she didn't do this maliciously. I'm going to get it tested just to be completely safe. This and that. Like, it's not her fault. I don't know why he's blaming her. Or slyly pointing the finger at her. It seems like he really wants to spread a positive message, but did it in the worst way possible here by blaming the victim. She received a bottle of spoiled pink sauce. Case closed. Why is she being attacked for pointing it out and taking steps to ensure that it was safe? Atozi did an interview with the Lord Beauty about the lab results. Oh, cool. They didn't even bring up the lab results. For some reason, that wasn't even a topic here. They didn't touch on how dangerous it was, and they didn't touch on what the lab results showed. I'm super curious. I can't imagine that got a glowing review from the lab that she sent it out to, so let's take a peek. Because every food safety expert that weighed in on pink sauce all openly condemned it. I imagine the lab results she must have gotten are not good. And that would be pretty important information for customers of the pink sauce, I would think. Though I don't think she's selling it anymore. She did talk about the results, but just said the university did a minor check. It only takes 2 hours for room temperature milk to be unsafe. Yeah. Apparently there is some kind of preservative you can put in, like, milk in order to keep it safe for a longer period of time, but I don't believe it was present in the pink sauce. The main concern a lot of food critics focused on was raw honey and how dangerous that can be when improperly maintained, because that can lead to botulism. Honey doesn't spoil. Honey actually stays good forever, but when it's mishandled... Here, I'll bring it up. I'll bring up the article, because I was reading about it myself. Honey is one of the main things that can cause botulism. With raw honey in particular, which the pink sauce used. Yep, it's why you don't give it to infants. It's not super common. I don't want anyone to think botulism's like a super common thing. It's not. It's just possible. Like, that's when it can happen. Like, if you're going to get botulism, it's probably going to be from very hot and improperly maintained honey. But botulism is a super serious thing. That's what we watched on that chubby emu video a while ago with the gas station nachos. It happened from the cheese being too hot. Or, no, the cheese sitting for too long. Caused botulism, which led to 8 people contracting botulism. And what happens in botulism is it, like, basically severs your nerves. So it causes paralysis in some people. There's different levels to it, of course, but like the more extreme one can lead to death because it basically just kills you, like, outright. It starts by like targeting your nervous system or something. I'm a little spotty on how it works now. But botulism is a lot like Botox. I believe they use the same like bacteria to destroy the nerves. So that way it freezes. Damn, it's been like 2 years since we watched that video and I still haven't touched gas station food since.
6. But by far the most lethal toxin known to mankind is botulinum toxin, which is commercially sold as Botox.
Yep.
62 nanograms is all it takes to make you dead, about the same weight as 62 of your body's cells. It's
So botulism's just not something you fuck
2.5
with.
times more toxic than hydrogen cyanide, but only very tiny fractions of that lethal dose are used in commercial Botox.
Yeah, botulism is not something you take lightly. I still wonder who thought to inject that shit. I can tell you exactly how they came up with it. I believe it was also in the Chubby Emu video. Because that toxin hits your nerves, when you use it on like your face, it just paralyzes the nerves. So it freezes. Thus it gives you that appearance of younger skin because now it's not wrinkling anymore. That's how it came about. That's from milk? No, that's from... the most common source is honey. Which is why the whole pink sauce thing was such a huge deal. For the honey in particular that was being shipped hot, wrapped in only tissue paper across state lines. So can you not die from botulism like going to the hospital, or once you have it is a game over? You can survive botulism. There's different levels to it. Example again, in the Chubby Emu video, one of the people that contracted botulism from the gas station nachos survived, but I think they spent 6 months paralyzed. No, botulism is super scary to me as well. Like I said, since watching that Chubby Emu video, because I didn't know any of this, since watching that, I have not touched gas station food. Nothing. Not even like the wrapped and stored products, nothing. I don't touch gas station food anymore. I eat honey every morning. I eat peanut butter and honey sandwich every single morning. Honey itself isn't dangerous. Please don't get it twisted. But the pink sauce honey being shipped over state lines, being kept hot and wrapped in tissue paper is bad. And can lead to botulism. That is the whole point. That is what the food safety experts were weighing heavily on.